Hey, welcome to this edition of Real Champion. Today I'm here with NBA standout Eric Gordon of the Los Angeles Clippers. Eric, thanks for coming on and talking with us.
No problem.
Hey, let's start from the beginning, Eric. First thing I want to ask you is, when did you develop this passion to play basketball and to compete? Talk about those early years when you were first getting your hands on that round ball.
Well, I would say it was really at a young age, probably around 5 or 6, where I just, was really into basketball and, picked up a basketball around that age and, started playing in, different, venues as far as municipal gardens, played there, and a couple other Parks Department leagues to where I was playing at a young age.
Talk about, Eric, if you can, about when did you begin to say, man, I'm really good at this, and if I keep working hard, I can make this an important part of my life.
I would also say that as a young age, I would say probably around when I was 10 years old, and that's why I wear the number 10 now, is because I would say that's where I really dedicated myself to playing basketball. I was at the age of 10, and I knew it could probably bring me long ways to being a good player here in the future.
Can you talk about, as you, of course, through high school, a lot of people remember you North Central High School. Can you talk about those years at North Central and talk about what it took for you to be the caliber of athlete that you were, even at a high school level? A lot of times people don't see the behind the scenes. They see you on game night, and it looks easy. Talk about what you had to do to get to that place.
Well, I was dedicated. My parents stayed on me and made my life very simple. I was always hanging out with friends and stuck with basketball and hung out with my teammates, and those were the ones who I was close to. And it's just all about having a good close circle with the guys that you play basketball with, because you're around them all the time. And I had fun in high school. I've always wanted to play hard and work on different things. I knew I was a good player, but I always worked hard and always did different things to where I could help me out in school or on the basketball court.
Talk about those challenges. Did you ever have a challenge, and if you didn't, that's fine, but did you ever have a time where you say, man, I'm tired of this basketball thing, or, hey, I want to just do something else? Talk about that.
No, not really. It's all about dedication. You having that, whatever you want to be good at, or whatever you want to be in the near future is me being an NBA player. That's what I wanted to do. And when I was in high school, I didn't think I would be in the NBA 2 years after my senior year. And it's all about having a goal and training your mind to do it.
Talk about, as a young person, and maybe some of our young people listening now can get something out of the fact, to talk about some of the pitfalls that you had to avoid. You had to go around instead of, giving in to. Can you talk about some of those things that may try to keep you from realizing your dreams?
Right. I'll say the first and foremost thing, my parents, they helped me out a lot. They have always stayed on me, and they helped me out through many obstacles. And I would say the first thing to, definitely stay out of trouble, but I think that always starts off with your friends. And my friends, they were all athletes mostly, and that's who I always hung out with. So that's a good start to, from attitude-wise and just being around good people that you listen to. And I've always, I hang out with my teammates, so I'm around them 24/7, and we bond together, and that made us, a better team on any team that I was on, whether it was high school, college, or even NBA now.
You said something about attitude, and that's something that we try when we talk to young people all the time about the importance of having a good attitude. Can you talk about the whole idea of what type of attitude does a young person need to have to play athletics at a high level?
Well, first you need to listen. Everybody needs to listen, because there's been people, especially I listen to my dad a lot when it comes to basketball. He's been further through more obstacles than I did when I was at a young age, and it's all about listening and doing the things that you need to do to make you progress as a better person and at whatever you're trying to do.
Goes through. Can you give us a little idea of what the whole recruiting scene was like for you? Was it easy? What happened during that recruiting process before you made your college selection?
Oh, well, it definitely wasn't easy at all. mine was a little different than probably most people. I went through a lot of adversity through that, and at first I committed to Illinois, and had a change of mind and heart at the same time my senior year, and was ready to go to IU. All my friends went to IU, and a lot of close people that were close to my dad that were coaches, and I just felt more comfortable, and my parents went to every game when I was in college, and it was an overall better situation for me.
A lot of times we kind of diminish or this whole idea of mental toughness, but I do want to talk about, if you mind talking about that, what it was like, going to the University of Illinois and playing on their home court when, you had selected IU as your college of choice. What was it like for you and what part did your mental toughness play in your ability to perform?
Well, yeah, as I went to IU, there was always one team on that schedule where I didn't want to lose to them, and that was Illinois, because all the things I've been through with them in high school, and it was tough to go out there and play and hear all the crazy things the students were saying, and I always thought about my family. What would they do to my family while I was playing? So it was a tough task at hand, and good thing I just never lost to them, and it was a really great game. I remember in the overtime shot to win the game and to beat them. So that was one thing I just never wanted to lose to.
Has your attitude of what it takes to be successful, has it changed over the years?
Well, no, not really. I've always wanted to try to figure out what can I get out of me. But the thing is, I've always been around people that wants the best out of me. I have a trainer that works me out hard, gets me to be try to be one of the best players in the NBA, and I have good parents that always wants the best out of me for sure. And it's all about friends and family always wanting the best for you, always.